ask you some questions because I gotta ask you the questions. Why are you looking crazy? All right, so some questions I want to ask you. The questions I'm asking are basically just so people can know why people decide to go on a health and wellness journey. And the reason why I'm doing this because a lot of people just don't know. I'm getting a lot of people asking me questions about stuff, but they never act on anything, and I don't understand. I'm like, you keep asking me, how do I do this? How do I do that? But you're not doing anything, so it doesn't make sense to me. So, Miss Shantara, question for you: what made you, or what was the decision that came to your head that you wanted to be in shape and lose weight? I know it was something. And we're talking about the wedding part. We passed the wedding thing now. We talking about overall why. What is it that made you Shantara Lattimore, or Shantara Huff Lattimore, or Shantara Lattimore Huff? Is Lattimore Huff?
Lattimore.
Oh, Shantara Huff Lattimore? So all three names. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. I thought you were going to say Shantara Lattimore Huff. I was like, oh, he took your name. Okay, cool. Oh, Jesus. I'm like, dang. I said, that's why he outside. You stay outside. So, just to answer that question for me, I know I'm talking crazy, but.
To be healthier, it started off just because I was trying to get in shape for my wedding, but overall, it's really to be healthier.
Okay.
And because I want to have kids.
Okay.
So,
okay,
cool. I want to be healthier.
Nice. So let me ask you this question. I'm telling a lot of people don't know the struggle that you went through. So this young lady is very unique because I knew she had the will to do things, but she was hard-headed. And the hard-headedness came from knowing that there was some kind of pain, there was something wrong that eventually I had to just come out of pocket and told her, you going to the doctor. So after that, so explain, you have to, I don't want to explain to you, I want you to explain what happened and what we had to do to get that corrected. And then we're going to talk about some other stuff too.
I had a shoulder injury, a previous shoulder injury.
How previous? How previous? Tell them the truth. How long?
It was from like college.
And how long was that?
It was probably 10 years. And it didn't heal properly. And so I had an impingement in my shoulder. And I had to go to the doctor and go to the chiropractor to get it realigned.
So here's the question. I'm not trying to brag about nothing, but who is the one that told you this was happening to you?
You did. Who? Because I didn't know.
Oh, okay. I want to make sure we know, let people know what I do. And then who's the one that sent you to the doctor?
You did.
And who's the one that got you on that thing? Hold on. Tell them.
You did.
Okay, I'll make sure. Just want to make sure people know what's going on because this is what it's about. This is what it comes down to, people. Every client is different. Shantara I could see that she was going through a lot of pain when she was working out. And it was she may have thought I was trying to be too lenient with her, but I was trying to be protective of her because I knew something was wrong. Even though she didn't want to admit it was wrong, I knew something was wrong. And ultimately what it came down to is when I noticed one day she was working out and something just didn't look right in her back. And it looked like she was literally having a stroke in her back. And luckily, she did go to the doctor and she did get that impingement taken care of and got the circulation back into her arm and getting that vein, what I think was a vein impinged probably under your bone or something like that because you were a cheerleader. And if y'all don't know what cheerleaders do, they do some crazy stuff. I've seen some videos with Shantara. I don't know how she did all that stuff, but it was cool. So, next thing. So, when you first came in, I had a big rule, and this is a big rule with anybody that works out with me, and I've changed a lot of my rules now. You have to have a bigger reason why you come in to work out. But what we did for Shantara, the goal was for her wedding. It was her wedding. She wanted to lose a certain amount of weight. Now, I want you to explain to them what happened from the time you got your dress until the time you got your dress. Because I saw some changes and it was some things you were sending me. I'm like, oh crap, what happened? So kind of explain that real fast.
When I first got my dress, I didn't like the way that I looked in it. And then I went back for my first fitting, and it was too big. And then I went back for my second fitting, and it was still too big. And we got to a point where I had to tell you that I couldn't keep losing weight the way that I was because they couldn't keep taking it in because it was getting too close to my wedding. So I think when it was all said and done, they took it in quite a bit.
I think I still got the picture. I think I still got that picture you sent me. Because I was like, wait. I said, wait a minute. Because I looked at the first picture you sent me. And I was like, is that the same dress? And then you had it where it was like, literally, it was like they had to take in, how many inches they had to take in on that thing?
They took in total, they took in about 8 inches.
That is ridiculous. It took an 8. See, now if we would have kept working out, she would have really been mad at me because that dress would have been, they'd be like, we can't do no more with this. I'm sorry. You just gonna have to get you a whole new dress, but.
Yeah, and that's what it almost came down to. But even my very last fitting, like right before my wedding, it was still too big, but I'd rather it be too big than too small.
There you go. Okay, cool. So we got a mission with Shantara, and the goal is to help people to get to their ultimate health and wellness goals. But ultimately with me, my goal is to help people I don't want them just to win at their health and wellness goals. I want them to win beyond those health and wellness goals. And that's why I changed my format up. And this is what I talked about in the last segment with the other 2 clients. I said one of the biggest issues I had was I was trying to juggle too much where I was doing personal training and I was doing group trainings. And I'm going to be honest with y'all, Shantara probably was one of the best people I had in my class because she was honest. She was honest where everybody else was like, they're kind of there, but they're not serious. And so this is what I kind of explained to Bianca also. She said the same thing in her video. She said what she realized was that when I gave more time to that particular person, they got better results. And I even had to say to myself, you know what? I can't juggle both. I can't do group and personal training. It doesn't work together like that because the people that's personal training, like you was in a group, but you were more of a personal training type of client. And when I had my opportunity to deal with you one-on-one, because we had issues. We had issues with some clients that just didn't care. They didn't respect time. They didn't respect not authority, but they didn't respect the tasks that were given to them. And because of that, me personally, I use my military style, and everybody gonna pay the price if one person can't hack it. But not everybody's built the same, and that's one thing about you. I will say I'm proud of you because you hit goals that most people would not have hit because they chose to play around inside and outside the gym. You did more probably inside and outside than most other people did, which is a good thing for you. And so now the goal is to continue to help you grow yourself, help you lose weight, get in shape. Hopefully I can get you probably shredded like a Julian salad, make Lattimore real mad, like, what's going on here? Hey man, I told you Lattimore, you gotta get in the gym with her, man. She finna, you know how she is, she about to get it. But I definitely wanted to ask, the last question I want to ask you, what is your goal now? What is your ultimate goal now with being that we're dealing with this coronavirus situation? And we have to do online training. We gotta do this because it's like can't be in the gym. It's kind of crazy right now. But what is your ultimate goal when it comes to your overall health and wellness goals?
Overall, I mean, I really just want to be healthier.
Mm-hmm.
I want to continue. I continue working out even after I reach my goal for the wedding.
Yeah.
So I really just want to. I still want to lose some more weight.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I really just want to be healthier, and because I have a family history of health problems that I don't want.
Exactly.
So that's my biggest motivator. Is I don't want those problems.
Cool. I'm glad you said it because a lot of people during this right now, what we're going through this situation right now, either 2 things gonna happen. Either you're gonna come out the other side better or you're gonna come out the other side worse. And I'm telling you right now, the biggest issue that I see, which is really crazy, if you go to these grocery stores right now, they are buying more processed food than they're buying fresh food. That tells me that people don't know how to cook. They're lazy and they choose not to grow themselves. And the thing about my program and what I realized was because it is TurnedUp Fitness, I had to realize why I started this. And I know why I started it because I want to help those that are willing to help themselves. And so the thing is my energy comes from people like you, Shantara. If your energy is good, my energy is great. If your energy is great, my energy is off the charts. So it allows me to stay motivated to help people like you, because not everybody will qualify. Now, not everybody's going to qualify for my programs. They may come in, they want to negotiate, they're not qualified. They may want to come in and say, well, I want to do it my way. Why'd you come to me? You're not qualified. People that are qualified are the people like you. When you walked through the door and you had a genuine need, there was a problem, it needed to be solved. The goal was to help you as much as I could. I saw that there were other issues. Most trainers don't care about those issues. They would have kept pushing you until you got hurt. I refused to do it. We had our arguments about it, but at the end of the day, you getting what you want, and I'm trying my best to be better at what I do each and every day. And so this is a time for you to reflect, me to reflect. And like I said, we're going to be, hopefully we get to record the workouts that we do, because I want people to see what it takes to do the online training, what you're supposed to do as a coach. When you guide and you train people, you should be demonstrating at the same time as you work out with your clients. Don't do the whole workout with them. Work out with them to show them what they're doing right and what they're doing wrong, and listen to them, because they have their own needs and they have their own goals. And once you can help that person achieve their goals, they're going to help you achieve your goals. All right?
Right.
That was some good speech right there, girl. Like off the cuff, like whew, off the cuff all day. Because it makes you think when you're sitting here and you really kind of limited to resources. And it's like, I could do so much in the house, even when I'm in person with somebody. You know, it's better. But even being here, it's like I know who's going to do what and who's going to be able to do it. Some people, it's not a lot of people I've invited to this. A lot of the old clients, a lot of them I've not invited, because I know they're not going to do anything. They're going to make every excuse in the book. Even during this time right now, when you got all this time to do something, they're still making excuses. Oh, I don't have time to work out. What are you doing? Well, I'm watching Netflix. Okay, no, Netflix stock is down. Oh, okay. Well, I just can't find the time. No, it's not that you can't find the time. You can't manage your tasks in order to make the time to do what you need to do.
Right.
Okay? Cool. I appreciate you, Shantara. Good peoples. Glad we back hooked up on this thing. What I'm going to do is I'm getting off this phone with you. You're my last one for the day. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to be working on all those programs. We're going to set your schedule up the way you showed me, so we can either be in the early morning or in the evening, right?
Okay. Yeah, either one.
Okay. But you travel, so your traveling schedule, you're traveling how?
Yeah, I'm not traveling right now because I'm not trying to get sick.
Okay.
So this is my last little travel week.
Gotcha.
But I'm pretty free. I sent you my availability.
I got scheduled.
So
cool. All right. So that app I gave you before, that one app I gave you, I'm not gonna be using that app. I'm probably still be using it for a little bit. It's just that they tried to upcharge me for just 3 people. I'm like, that's not enough. You're gonna give me 3 people and you gonna charge me that? Doesn't make sense. So we're gonna be doing mostly live with you, or we're gonna be doing some things where if we're not live, I will make sure that you have everything you need. Okay.
Okay.
All right, girl. Well, look, have a good night. Good talking with you. I'll let you know what the schedule going to be. Make sure you get all those tools, the interval timer. You already got your MyFitnessPal. Make sure you got the Google Sheet. I'll be sending that over to you in a Dropbox file, so you have all your files set up like everybody else, okay?
All right.
All right. Talk to you soon. Appreciate you.
All right.
All right.
Anytime. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Bye.
Bye.